Sisters and reality stars Trina and Towanda Braxton react to the Braxton show premiere. Trina and Towanda kept it real while speaking on the first episode of their popular reality show. They also brought their sweethearts along with them to react as well.
No, I'm not. Okay. I promise I'm not.
Hello, everyone.
Hello,
Hey.
everyone. This is Friday night. The first episode of Braxton Family, the Braxtons, has just aired. We're here with my amazing sister, Towanda, and I,
up,
and Bonnie.
Hey, guys.
John is not here this weekend, but he will be with us next week. Yes, Towanda?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So we're here to hear your questions, your comments, whatever it is that you guys want to say about your first viewing of the Braxtons. Please make sure you go to @KingLadybug because it's going to be on that channel as well as our YouTube. And we're ready to fire away. Towanda, how do you feel about tonight's episode?
I would like to thank the fans and the viewers for always supporting us. I gotta fix this thing, it's broken. For supporting us. And I would like to say that the cinematography was incredible.
I agree.
They did a great job with that. And I love the fact that there were no commercials. And it was, I know that they can only squeeze in as much as they can for an episode. And I appreciate that. It's just, let me just say this transparently. From doing press all week and the constant questioning and the reminder, and then watching the show was a tap on the shoulder to say, you do know that Tracy's not physically here, right?
Yes.
You know what I mean? So that, for me, that was the thoughts and the feelings from watching the show, was that part. Hey,
I was
Scratchy.
going to say, hey, little Kevin. Little Kevin is on with us this evening as well.
Yeah.
Hey, TC.
Hey, nephew.
Say it again,
I was saying, hey, nephew.
Yes. So every week, Bon and I, I'm not sure what Towanda and Sean are going to do, but every week, Bon and I, we're going to drink our signature drinks, Purple People Eaters.
I like
next week we hope to
that
have
drink.
them. Next week we hope to have them in studio with us.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're here with Braxton's Clips and Cocktails with Trina, Bon, Towanda, and Sean. Sean is not available this evening, but we will definitely have him next week. And hopefully you guys will have our signature cocktail with us. Purple People Eater. It's grape vodka and Sprite. That's
And it's my
Towanda,
favorite
you know, it's
color.
one of our favorites.
I've never had one before tonight. It's good.
But Towanda and I have.
It's my favorite color.
Trucking life.
Okay. This time to hit the question mark to see what people have to say.
Okay.
And Tokyo Styles is on right now, so they are part of our WeTV network. They come on right after the Braxtons. You guys will see me in one of the episodes. We all support each other, so shout out to Tokyo Styles. So they have a lot of questions.
Okay.
Let me put my glasses
They're not
on.
really questions. They're just making statements. People are saying how they enjoyed the episode. They're saying hello to you, to
Hello,
Trina,
everybody.
Hello, everyone.
Let's see. Love the way you speak. Glad you're back on. Looking after and are looking after little Kevin. The show was great.
We love him
The
so
show
much.
was good. I'm glad y'all back. Yes. People saying they're almost in tears. All of that.
Yeah.
Who joined Zeta Phi Beta first? Towanda joined Zeta Phi Beta first. Towanda actually pledged Traci. Towanda, could you tell us that? I know we've been interviewing all week long.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
So I became a Zeta and a Sigma sweetheart. So I have 4 letters. Hey, Kiki. So that was in 1995. And then I came home and I was Tracy's AD. Me and Denise, actually. Denise was the dean and I was the AD.
And for people who don't know who Denise is, a lot of times, most of the time, Towanda and I were Tracy's caregivers. And while we weren't there, Denise, who's a very dear friend to Tracy, was also a caregiver while she was going through this horrible illness and during her transitioning.
She's a great person.
An amazing
Yeah, but
person.
I want to go back. I want to let you guys know that Denise just didn't pop up on the scene.
Yes.
I've known Denise since I was 13 years old.
Yes.
13 years old, I've known Denise.
She is a
And then, you know, we went to Bowie State University together. And mostly came to our friends who we've known for most of our lives, they become family members. You know, so, you know, a lot of people may want to ask or may have that question to say, hey, where does she come from? And who is this person? And,
Right.
you know, we have a lot of people in our lives who has been in our lives since we were younger and they're still around.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to let you guys know that Denise has just been a part of the family for a very long time. So I'm 50. And if I've known her since I was 13 years old, you do the math.
Right. Well, Towanda, some people are talking about your alopecia and your alopecia journey. They were
Yes.
asking, how did you feel when you were first diagnosed, and what gave you the courage to say, "Hey, I have alopecia, and I'm not ashamed of it, and this is who I am."
So let me just go back because it's so much stuff, and like I said, although the production company and the network did an amazing and tremendous job with squeezing everybody's life stories and situations
yeah.
in the episodes, they can't get everything all the time. So one thing that I will say, because I've gotten a lot of messages, I've gotten a lot of comments of, hey, Towanda, we thought you cut your hair in solidarity for Traci. We didn't know you did it because you had alopecia, but all of those things are true.
Yeah.
So
But they're
initially
not
when
mutually exclusive.
huh?
They're
What you
not
said?
mutually exclusive. Both can exist in the same space.
And that's exactly what
Jesus
that was.
Christ.
So I have to let you know that for a long time, because you know Sean never really saw my hair. So for a long time, he was like, why don't you cut? You need to cut your hair. You need to cut your hair," because he saw my hair one time, my
Wow.
real hair one time. And
You know
that's the
when
thing
you
because
said that to me,
what?
you told me that he'd never seen your hair one time we were at your house. I didn't believe you.
Yeah, I'm
I didn't
telling
even
you,
know that was
it
possible.
was one time.
That's a lot.
One time, yeah. So, because I knew what it was, even though, I mean, I knew by definition it was alopecia, but I was never diagnosed. I didn't go to a
Yeah.
dermatologist and get a diagnosis, but by definition, you know, mom, everybody, mommy used to be a ethnic specialist when it
Yeah.
came to hair. She went to cosmetology school.
hmm
So of course we had to help her and teach her and read to her and she whenever she had tests we had to ask her and all those things. So by definition I knew that it was alopecia. My hair was different, right? So when we went to Solidarity to cut our hair other than Trina.
Around. But I embrace my existence,
Yeah.
and I encourage every sick woman out there to do the same.
Yeah. So so when we decided to cut our hair, my hair first. He cut
Wow.
my hair.
Well, that's a very emotional, spiritual, and sensual thing.
Yeah.
How was that when he cut your hair the first time?
You know, it wasn't a cry emotion, but it was an emotion. It was a deep relief,
Mhm.
actually. It
Mhm.
was a relief because I didn't have to hide behind anything. And then I could still celebrate the reason for cutting my hair,
Mm.
you know. But it was definitely in solidarity for Traci. And then with knowing that I had alopecia, and the way that I told Sean that I had alopecia was like this. Miss Charlotte called me because you know we have the skin and scalp line with Miss Charlotte, right?
Yes,
She
yes, we
called me and
do.
she
It's coming
said
up.
she was like, "Sis," from Glow Skin Enhancement. She said, "Sis, when you going to speak your truth?" I said, "What are you talking about?" She said, "When you going to tell the world that you have alopecia?" And of course, she knows because she does skin and all that stuff, so she saw what it was in my scalp. And I said, "You know, hold that thought real quick." This is what I told her. I said, "Hold that thought. I gotta go
Mhm.
tell Sean because I didn't want to have this conversation with someone and not have a conversation respectfully with him first."
Right.
So I went and I had a conversation with him and I said to him, I said, so, so yeah, so you know I have alopecia. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, and that's how I said it.
And he said
That's how I
what?
said, and you know how he is. He was like, "No." no, we are not going to skip over that.
Right.
We,
Right.
How do you
Right.
know you have alopecia? I said, honey, by definition, I know that I have alopecia. It's by definition. He was like, we're going to go. And I want you to get a diagnosis because I want to know that that's really what it is. I
Yeah.
said, even though I knew
Mm-hmm.
And how long did you know?
that I had alopecia for years.
How long did you think? Yeah.
For years.
Okay.
I mean, years.
Yes.
Like decades, years.
Oh, my.
I knew.
Okay.
Decades.
And I'm not going to cut you off, but I do want to say this. People are sending us badges and they're sending donations. I want to thank each and every one of you guys. You guys are so amazing. Thank you so much for loving our family, for loving us, for tuning in. Like Towanda said, and this is a very real thing for Towanda. And Towanda has always been very, very self-conscious after she found out she had alopecia. But when I say this with graciousness and love, Towanda. Alopecia has never looked so good.
On anybody.
Thank you.
You have amazing bone structure. You have the right head for it. We all know I don't. Mommy's inheritance.
Some people would be
gave
in trouble.
Me what she gave me.
Some people would be in trouble if they had.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
But I love how you are not ashamed to tell the truth and your truth, because there's a difference between someone saying it's their truth and being the truth. But it's both for you. And you look so great, so amazing. Hi, Tamar.
Hey,
Tamar,
Tamar. We can add her if she wants to be added. But listen, let me just say that.
We do that. We don't know how to do that.
Okay.
Let me just say also, there were only a few people that I would allow to do my hair because there was fear that they would tell somebody else that they knew that I had alopecia.
Right.
So Marie, who has been a family friend since forever, because she started with Tony and she's now a big sister to us. She was one of the ones who I trusted in my head. Dante was another one that I trusted in my head. Kellon, Magic. I mean, it's
Traci, because you would still wear your weaves and you would still wear your wig. The courage to truly do it.
yeah. It was Traci and I can't lie. It was Traci and Sean, because Sean was like, "You are beautiful." I mean, he always thought that I was beautiful anyway. But when I cut my hair, he was just like, "Honey, you are stunning." And then and Traci would say, "Oh, Amber, you look so beautiful with your hair like that. You look so beautiful." So I mean, what was the point of adding any more hair after that?
Yes. Yes. And you look absolutely amazing. I wish I could.
And
that's not my journey.
Exactly, Kia. Kia didn't even, nobody knew. Sean's on here. Honey, Sean is honey.
Hey, Shawnee. We're going to add Tamar for just a moment.
And how much money are you saving?
Hey, honey.
Be quiet.
What you mean? I still have amazing wigs. They're still in my closet.
Wait.
What?
Is Sean trying to get on here too?
I don't know, honey. You trying to get on too?
I don't see Tamar. So let's add King Ladybug. Tamar, put in a request, monster.
We can add her too. See if it works.
I don't see him.
There you go.
Here he comes. Tamar.
Is that my honey?
Put in a request.
Hi.
What's up, y'all? Hey, what up, Bond?
Brother.
Sorry I'm looking all crazy, y'all. I've been out in the sun all day. I'm drained and yes, all day. So, but I want to say this real quick, Trina and Towanda. Congratulations on the show. It looks good. I've seen all the episodes. I've seen most of them, yeah. And you guys have just really put your heart and soul into this. It looks good. It was filmed great. And you guys have been doing like a crazy job promoting, doing like 100 million interviews a day, and doing your thing to make sure the show is a success. So I just wanted to say congratulations to both of y'all.
Thank you. Thank you, Sean.
Thank you. You're welcome.
And thank you for being there for my sister.
Which one?
I know I don't have to thank you because you've been a part of our family for an extremely long time, but
yeah,
I appreciate who you are and my sister.
Thank you. Yes, and you've always been a cheerleader for us and for me and just always been that solid rock that was supporting us since the very beginning. The very beginning. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
We
you,
are
honey.
trying to get Tamar on, but we're
She
clicking
said
on
she
her,
said she spent.
and she said that she spent. I'm sure it was a very emotional day for her as well. I'm not sure, but we definitely
It's a
tried
lot.
to put
Well,
her on.
that's what people, that's what everybody needs to understand, that we know and we understand that, you guys are grieving with us, but this is a
Send a
real
request.
thing. Like this was our sister,
Mhm.
born and raised and bred. It's before Braxton family values happened.
Damn it.
Traci was still our sister. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And it's just,
Not on it.
it's a lot. It has just been a lot. It's been heavy.
Yes.
But even with all the interviews, it's a constant reminder. It's almost like poking a bear, like, hello, let me remind you, let me remind you, let me remind you. Hey, 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 hey. So that's what it's been for us. And watching it and seeing it and living it and experiencing it is a different thing for us. But we do appreciate and thank everybody for always supporting us
Yes.
and loving Traci and understanding that this is a process and it's a journey that we have to walk out.
Do y'all want me to get down so Tamar can get up? I
You know
mean,
what? I'm gonna try that.
Yes.
And then
If you don't mind, bro. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. No, you go. No, you
I'm
go.
look at these.
gonna talk to Vaughn. Vaughn, you want me to get off, bro,
Yeah,
so she can get up?
yeah, and then I'll yell at you and just watch. I'll bring you back on.
My man. All right, see y'all. Love.
Love you.
Bye.
Thank you, bro.
Oh Lord.
Okay, Tamar, would you send another request, please?
And so,
You guys can go into the request and see that she requested.
Yeah,
it's
but
that she's not on there.
it's
We're
not. It's not.
looking.
The
It's
list
not
is
on
very
there.
short, and it's not on there. So maybe if she does it now, I'll see it because there were two of you.
But
Here, hold on.
Oh, let me see something else. No, it's still
No,
not Tamar.
somebody else.
It's
if
still
you
not
click
Tamar.
on her name and then maybe
Let me see. Let's see if she's still on. I can't.
y'all can have 4 accounts on at once. That's what I thought. It doesn't
Okay.
matter.
Well, then I don't know how to
It's all
do
right.
that.
But we clicked on her, and where is she?
Don't be disrespectful. Who's this? And I was like nearly in tears because I'm feeling so bad. And then Braxton just rubbed my shoulder and I had to pull over and he had to drive, literally. And then I called, I forgot her name, in Baltimore, who did the necklaces for us. And she made a few for me just in case one of us lost our necklaces. And I have them safely here at the house
Nice.
because I didn't want anybody to have that feeling ever again. Like if I lost a necklace, if one of you guys lost a necklace, and because it's a thing, you know what I mean? It's a thing. Hey, honey. My honey's back.
He can come back now.
Honey, can you come back and
Let him
see
come
me?
back so we can talk.
You know, the thing.
So I want to kind of pose some questions. And damn, I thought I told Sean.
Tina, you okay?
No, because people are so hurtful with the things that they say in their comments, and it's not
What are
right.
they saying this? What's wrong? What
Whoever
happened?
said whatever, I didn't see it, but get it.
What
And they go,
happened? Trina, what happened? Trina, what happened?
I'm good because I won't even say a
Trina,
person's name because their
what
buttholes.
happened? Vaughn, what happened?
I didn't see it. If I did,
What
I
they
would.
said?
Nothing that matters.
Okay. You don't
We're
want to.
moving on.
See,
Sean,
those types of people just needs to be blocked. Because sometimes they're just
Ladybug is
plants.
unable to join.
Sometimes they're just plants.
Well, that's true. And the other thing is that you have to look at the psyche of a person like that. You spend your whole week, your whole day to wait to get on someone's live, or you could go do anything else, and the only thing you could
Sean
think
is
to do
here.
is something negative. He's
He
not.
is. He said, I'm right here.
I don't see him. And the only thing they can come up with is say something negative, man. That's foul. We have a mediator. It says King Ladybug join. There he is. We got you, brother.
Hey, honey.
Thank you
Hey,
for coming back.
Hey.
absolutely.
But anyway,
Hey,
but the thing is that the psyche of a person like that is they just don't have much going on in life, and they just look for a reaction. That's all they have going on. And to do that, when you're talking about someone's passing, you know what? I wish for you whatever you wish for my wife and her family. And I'm gonna say it like that. So if you wish good things for my family, that's cool. If you don't, then I pray you get that back tenfold. We'll move on.
100% facts.
Well, yeah, those are just miserable people, and that's okay. They're just
Yeah.
miserable.
Ah,
They do
You
things
know,
like that just to get a reaction.
I tend to find out just even where I'm at right now, it's like it's so funny because you see low vibration just kind of like go together, they attract each other, and then you see high vibrating people just attract together. And it's so weird because you see life, you see this world, this earth in two totally different ways. It's like, and to have a conversation with someone who doesn't stay in a thankful and a grateful place, and they complain about everything and they see everything negative and they always finding fault in other people and they don't like themselves, they tend to like just gravitate to other people like that. That's why, misery, they say misery loves company. And that's why I try my best just to, I literally, like maybe a few months ago, Towanda, I was telling you that when I was meditating, I came out of meditation, and God was like, ignore and soar,
Yes.
ignore and soar. And at first I was like, I didn't get it. I just got the phrase, but I didn't understand it until something happened. Like 2 hours later, he said, I told you, if you ignore, you soar. If you just ignore it, bro, and don't exchange with the negative, you just stay so high, bro. It's just
it's the
y'all already know.
same thing as an airplane. Airplanes have a weight limit. There's only so much you can carry with you. You have to let it go. And in my life, the one thing I've noticed, and you guys tell me if this is true, I don't ever remember a time where I was criticized by someone doing better than me.
Facts.
Come on.
I've received a lot of criticism, but when I look at that person and where they come from, I've never been criticized by someone doing better than
Yep.
me. It's always someone who's jealous. So
Yep.
that's where they come from, and that's where they need to go. You right?
Straight to hell.
Yeah.
Go straight to hell, Ike.
They will. They will. Because like Sean said, with the energy, that feeds. Negative energy feeds. It goes down, positive goes up. It's that simple. So, you got your life in your hands when you do that to people. Good luck to you.
Yep. Yep.
So I wanted to ask, we touched on it, but, I relate everything to sports, but, you've got a team and you've got these 5 players, and now you have to play the game one shy. What? And so when you're playing shy, everybody else has to pick up some piece of what that person did. How are you guys? Were you conscious of it? You make a conscious decision to, I'm going to do more of this or that or the other, or is it just flowing? And how are you guys feeling with that void being there, ever present?
We're just flowing. However, it's like having, all right, if you want to talk about sports, that's like having the starter team for the Chicago Bulls with Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan and Dennis Rodman and 2 other players, right? So let's say that Michael Jordan is no longer playing and the 4 people have to play. Nobody can fill in that gap or that void of Michael Jordan.
Impossible.
It's not possible.
Yeah.
I mean, you can still play.
Yeah.
It may not be as great,
It is not the same.
not the
Period.
same.
Move on. But the person that made my wife feel this way, I hope you got a little bit of satisfaction out of that, because the negative energy starts flowing back to you as of now. Good luck.
Boom. There it is.
I'm good.
Yes, you are. I like them glasses, Trina.
You don't have to be.
You're welcome.
You don't need to
Y'all, she been like this since forever. Like, it's so funny. I was talking to Towanda the other day about when I first met y'all back in wait, was it Atlanta or LA? I get it mixed
LA,
up.
1992.
Yeah, yeah. And it's so funny that it's literally the same people, just
All
older.
the
It's crazy.
just time progressed.
You're
Yeah.
right. So yeah.
So, Sean, what are you thinking about the show?
I think from a creative standpoint, this is the best show that's ever been shot as far as like, camera usage, editing, how they're allowing them to express themselves. I think the show shows that they've all evolved in their own ways. And as you watch each episode and you see all these other little stems of the stories coming out and stuff like that, you start to understand just a little bit more, especially when Scratchy gets on and all of that stuff, and you guys connect with him, Trina and Towanda, and all that stuff, and you just start to see this other side that no one's ever seen before. I think it's dope. I think the show's going to do well. I think people have missed them on TV. I think they're glad that they're back, and yeah, it's just going to be it's good, man. I'm just happy for them.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
and for those who don't know who Scratchy is, Scratchy's little Kevin.
Right.
We
That's
call
little
him
kid.
Scratchy.
Oh, these are hummingbirds.
So,
The kids got me these.
nice.
Yes.
So the thing that I noticed is that they peel back layers and they show different facets of you guys that really weren't visible. I mean, it was kind of there was a very rigid presentation before and people were who they are, but now you're the audience is being allowed to see more depth of each one of you, and I think that I know they appreciate it, but I think it brings a level of interest that because it's more. This is more than just entertainment. There are people that everybody goes to this because you live and you die, but someone is finding this therapeutic. This is helping other people, deal with tragedy in their lives too. So it's more than just a show. You guys are bringing hope and comfort and peace to other people. So I appreciate that part of it.
And I'd like to say hello to little Kevin. Hey, Scratchy.
Hi, Scratchy.
We know that you're here, Scratchy
Hey, boo.
Watchy.
Yeah, I saw him. What up?
Okay.
Well, I would like to say this first episode was, again, super heavy.
Mm.
We're gonna have a lot more heavy, but we're gonna still, get back to being the Braxtons.
Yeah, just a spoiler.
We can't help it.
Yeah, but spoiler alert, that next one ain't gonna be a lot of fun either. I'm just saying, there's a lot of. It's like when we were doing it, I do a lot of spectating because I'm not a major part, and I'm like, man, are y'all gonna have any fun this time? Are we gonna see anybody's teeth because everybody's upset and crying? This next episode is not much better, but it does moving forward. You are going to see some happier times, but you can't. Everyone involved, production, network, everybody would be remiss if this wasn't dealt with in the way that they're doing it, because you have to address it.
And for those who didn't know, the show started tonight at 9:30, and it shows 9:30 on Friday nights. And if you missed it, you can go ahead and stream it on All Black.
All Black.
On All Black. And Vaughn and I every Friday, and Towanda and Sean, and me and Vaughn might be drinking the same things. And even though purple is Tawanda's favorite color, we do purple people eaters.
Delicious.
And we're hoping next week and ongoing to have you guys in the studio with us.
Dope.
Or if not, then we can go ahead and do it this way as well.
And then we'll do 3 cameras: theirs, mine, and ours.
In ours.
Yeah.
So we're gonna take maybe 2 questions. Is that okay, Towanda and Sean?
You guys okay with that?
Yeah. Towanda, you look amazing, by the way. Just wanted to tell you that.
Yeah, tell me the question. I think
Can you give me a second?
because I don't know. I just found out last week there was a question
I know it was Monday.
thing.
It was
Thank
Monday.
you.
And give me a second.
I can give you 2
Get a little bit tomorrow. I'm just saying. I put the tip in. I promise I will.
Just a tease.
Nope.
Nope.
Nope. Nope.
Trina like, nope,
Just
nope, nope.
yeah, you sign for
No,
the.
no, keep going.
Oh man.
Hey,
Okay.
Mary.
And
How
go to the
long?
next one.
You
Bus.
don't.
The bus.
Hey,
Yeah.
Kia,
Say the name.
Kia said we need to get a room, honey.
Oh, that's fine. Done.
You can do the boss CEO 22.
Okay. Boss CEO says people are saying that Traci was in hospice, but when we see the videos on the show, it looks like she was at home.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna start. You can be in hospice at home. Hospice just means no further intervention, so that can transpire anywhere. But from that, I'm gonna shut up and you guys talk.
I'm
She
not
had.
sure how in depth we should go with
You
that, and
Wait.
I'm
shouldn't.
not sure.
No, I was going to say everything that Vaughn
Yeah.
said was absolutely correct.
Mm,
Like you can have hospice at home and you can actually go to a facility that has
I love
hospice care. That's it.
it.
ooh,
I just encourage individuals to do some type of research too. So instead of trying to throw a stone or try to catch someone or try to create a situation that isn't uplifting, I would absolutely encourage you to do some research first.
yes,
You know what?
yes.
How about this? You need to do research, period. I'm not encouraging you, I'm telling you to, because somebody in your life is going to die. You're going to go through it.
Eventually, yeah.
And you can never,
Unless you go first.
you can never be prepared for it. It's
No.
all, but
God, no.
you can at least know some of the steps that are involved. It's like a brick to the
It
face.
is.
And someone asked, excuse me, baby. We have to go to our YouTube family.
Mm.
And they said, Harmony Joyce asked, how was the grieving process?
Yeah.
I'm not
Terrible.
going to go directly into my grieving process, but I will say overall, everyone's grieving process is different. You can't tell somebody how to grieve. You can't tell somebody how not to grieve. You can't tell someone how long to grieve. All you have to do is go through the process for yourself. And when you're ready, you don't have to move on, but you can move forward with your life and make sure you talk to someone. And also, and Towanda and I, we've been on press tours all week long. We've had over 100 interviews in the past week. And I have said this, and Towanda can attest to it. Please check on your well friends. Everyone who seems like they're the Rock of Gibraltar, everyone who seems like they have everything all together, please call them. If they're on your mind, it's for a reason.
You know what? And I'm trying to jump in, but
Yes.
that's something as I get older. It's when I think about something, I just call them because you never know. And I didn't understand that 20 years ago wasn't that big a deal, but now you have to. But the thing I want to say before we go to Towanda is grief is different for everyone. But for
Yes.
me, when I've lost both of my parents, I lost my mom 2 months
Around 3 months
after.
after Traci.
Yeah,
Literally 3 months after
yeah,
Traci's passing.
and the thing that I've learned is that I started to feel healed when I could think about them, and my first reaction was not to cry, it was to smile. And that's when I got a little bit of the same way. But over time, your first thought is to smile as opposed to cry. That's when I knew things were getting better for me. What about you, Tawanda?
Um, Transparently, I know, honey, you can jump in. Transparently, when I really sat with knowing that Traci had cancer, I went through a grieving process for maybe an hour.
Mm.
Was it about an hour, dear?
It was a little more than that, but just knowing Tawanda for I don't know 100 years, she's pretty. She has a superpower. I tell her this all the time. Is is processing stuff really quickly, going through the emotional spectrum, and then putting it where it needs to be.
Yeah.
And she was messed up when it was a thing. it was a thing. And because you don't really see Towanda, crying, emotional, up and down. Like, she's pretty much like this all the time. So she handled hers like, turn the faucet on. It was like shh. Then she turned it off, and then she was like, okay, I'm good. But not good from like, I'm okay, but I can process the rest of it in a more settled way. But she has her moments. She has her moments. Remember, honey, when we were in the bed and I bought this thing from Amazon, like so you could put the thing in your ear and the little camera so you could clean your ears.
Yeah.
And you just
Oh my gosh.
see, I didn't even notice. Because when Traci last times, and you guys are out there, you three were out there, she used to talk about the little things you put in your ear so you could, like, because the doctor would go in there and clean out the wax, and she really liked that. When she saw me put it in her ear, she just lost it. She was like, I'm like, what am I doing? She's like, no, Traci used to look at these videos all the time and look at people getting earwax cleaned out their ear, and
Remember that, Trina?
I do. I still watch it to this day because of
I know.
Tracy's crazy. But
Oh, but he bought the thing home, and it was the same thing, and I was like,
yeah, she lost. Yeah,
and it was just random. It was just a
random.
random thing that he got,
not to
and it's not like
cut
he
you guys
thought about it
off,
or talked about it.
I would like to say to Jillian lost their sister at 23.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry for your loss, my darling.
Yeah.
We know it's hard. We know that it's hard, and I'm so sorry for your loss. But I promise, I know you can't move on, but I promise you can move forward. I promise.
It just takes a while. I had a friend of mine.
Time.
I had a friend of mine lose his son this week, and he was in. And the thing and the funny thing is, when he was talking to me, the first person I thought about was Towanda, because he told me that he had started going through the grieving process a month ago because his son had been in hospital for months. And he honestly, and I'm just going to say, he called me this week to tell me that he had a message from God for me. And our conversation was all smiles. I was in shock, but he had moved past the grieving process. And he said, I'm going to do just like Towanda says, I'm going to take a day and I'm going to cry. And then I'm just going to celebrate the fact that he's with God. And as soon as he said that, I'm like, I told him, I said, my sister-in-law functions that way. I've never even heard that before her. And now you're saying it to me. So, everyone's different. And I'm glad you could do it that way. I'm not built that way.
And there are so many people on this thread who have lost loved ones.
Yeah.
And Towanda and I can't speak for Towanda, but I know this is what she's going to say. We understand the grief. We understand that it's a process. And each and every one of you are in our prayers. We pray for your peace. And we pray that you are able to maybe talk to someone and figure it out and get yourselves together, because it's not easy. We pray for your strength. Your strength. Because it's hard. It's not easy. So I grieve along with you guys because we understand. And we are not going to stay before you guys long. We thank you guys for being on here with us, staying on here with us, being on our journey together. And Towanda, Sean, do you guys have any questions, any comments? Should we take another question?
What do you guys want to do? Because it's everyone's time. What do you want to do?
Yeah, I have to be. I'm exhausted.
I know you
Today
are.
was a very long day.
Yes.
This week was a very long week. Brooke just started school. She's a senior
Here.
who doesn't have a license, but she's a senior nonetheless. So, and then with school starting, and then with doing press this week, and then the premiere, and then all of that, it's just been a lot. So I'm exhausted, honestly. And
Joyce, I hear you.
I'm
Go ahead.
exhausted, and I'm just ready to hop on a plane tomorrow to see my honey.
I know. Oh my gosh, you in that daggone shot.
Yeah.
But Towanda, someone says that they have a question about their hair. So if we can look at the questions and see if they go on the questions area and see if they actually asked the questions. If they didn't, then we're gonna go ahead and go. But while he looks for that, someone is asking about mom and how she feels. I can't tell you how my mom feels. I can't tell you what it's like to lose a child. That's something only mommy can answer. But I just know as a parent, it would be completely debilitating for me. I lost my sister and I can't function. I can't imagine how my mother feels. Or my brother, because my brother lost his daughter as well. But to all of you, they didn't put the question on there. So
it's not
Towanda,
on there. So
I know you're exhausted. We're exhausted. We've had the same week. Towanda, I will see you tomorrow. I will call you tomorrow.
You ain't gonna see me tomorrow. You ain't gonna see me tomorrow.
Oh yeah, I forgot you,
But I'm gonna talk to you tomorrow. And guys, make sure you send prayers up for little Kevin. This has been a hard week for him as well.
Very hard, very difficult.
He relives it
Just
every
like
time.
People passing on. And I know we all, because Towanda, before we got on this thing, she was like, it's been a hard week. I had my uncle, his name is Butch, who pretty much raised me from like doing music and stuff like that. Somebody I looked up to, and when he passed, he was the healthiest person in our family, and he passed. And when I think about it now, it's like you said, Vaughn, I smile, think about these moments, the things he taught me. And I just want to say to everybody who listening, even y'all too, and the rest of the family and whoever's going through that, think about the good times, celebrate those moments when you would fucking laughing your face off, when y'all was going traveling places, the little quirky things that person did, all the things that make you feel good thinking about them. Think about that, think on them things, meditate on them things, and appreciate and know that wherever they are, it's a better place. They're good. Traci's good. She comes and visits and dreams, and you feel her energy, and she's good. We see hummingbirds everywhere. We see them around our house every time. I'm like, oh, there's Traci, there's Traci. And just celebrate those people and just love on them and just stay in that good place and that good energy, man. That's all I wanted to say. And I also want to say, I pray for everybody listening that's on here that y'all weekend goes great, your next week goes great, whatever you touch prospers, that you stay in a high place, you walk in love, and that you forgive yourself, you forgive other people, and you just think about everything that's good and you stay in that place. That's all I wanted to say.
Thank you, Sean. And no, there is no new theme song. Okay. At least if there is, I didn't sing on it.
That was
Theme song.
Trucking Life Ass.
Yes, several people's asked, but Trucking Life of
CIE.
No, but we're gonna go. It's been a long day. It's been a long journey. It's been a long night. It's been a long week.
Thank
you guys. Somebody said just touch the fertile tree.
Thank everyone.
Thank you guys.
Towanda and Sean as well.
We will see you guys next week, and of course, Vaughn and I will see you on Monday.
Yeah.
And make sure you guys subscribe to our channel and subscribe to King Ladybug. Mm-hmm. And you will, if you don't subscribe to us, please subscribe to them or subscribe to both of us, of course. We're going to both have this content up.
And we'll have the same but different, so you'll need to subscribe to both.
Yes, so subscribe to both. And we thank everybody for their gifts and their badges. And Giovanna Williams, we thank you for your $20 and Trucking Life of CIE. Chick, we love you.
We just got to figure out how to get it now.
We don't right.
We
don't know how any of that works.
We'll figure it out. Because Trucking Life is sponsoring the food on Monday.
Yes,
we'll
you
get
are.
to it.
So we're dedicating the food to you. So if you want to DM us and tell us what you want to make, we'll do that.
Yeah, do that. We'll check.
We appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for spending this much time with us.
Yeah.
God bless all of you.
I love y'all.
Yeah. Thank you, brother. Thank you, sis.
Hey, Vaughn.
Take care.
All right, Trina.
Thank you, Towanda, and thank you, Sean. Thank you, King Ladybug.
Absolutely. Love y'all.
Love you, brother. Do this.
All right, you too, brother. Love you, man.
I don't know how to do any of this
digital
stuff. Your foot.
But you know how to turn it off.
But your foot's in the way.
Just turn it off.
Let me see.
always do.
Trina, just hit X.
Yeah, hit the X.
Goddess Vision TV, celebrating feminine energy. Thanks for watching.